This man, just because he was fired by his boss, but bought 2 boxes of rotten eggs and threw them at the windows of his boss's house. He didn't spare the boss's newly bought car either. When he got home, he saw his beloved son about to drink milk, but he took it away directly and warned his son, "Don't touch things I've used." After saying that, he even wanted to send his son to neighbors for adoption. But what the boy didn't know was that his father was protecting him. The father was an ordinary worker, earning a meager income by cleaning windows. But one day, a sudden piece of news made this great father break down completely. He was diagnosed with late-stage cancer, with less than a month left to live. Receiving this news made the father extremely desperate. It didn't matter if he died, but how would his son, who would lose his father, survive? After thinking, he decided that before death came, he would do one thing for his son. The man asked the community to help find an adoptive family for his son. Soon, a wealthy man came to his door. The wealthy man not only owned a large manor of several thousand square meters, but also a luxurious villa. After talking, the man found that this couple loved children very much, and their eyes were full of affection for children. The man nodded repeatedly in satisfaction, and immediately decided to entrust his son to them. But the wealthy man said he still had a son. "We will treat your son the same as my own son." After learning that the other party had another child, the man firmly refused them, because he was afraid his son would be treated differently by them. The man returned to his room in disappointment. Looking at his young son, his heart was filled with bitterness. But as days passed by, his condition became more and more serious. Even drinking water felt very difficult. It seemed that death had already come to his side. In the days that followed, he spent as much time as possible with his son. His son found a dead bug and asked his father in confusion, "Why isn't it moving?" The man thought for a long time, but still told him that the bug was dead and would never move again. He wanted to teach the boy the meaning of death, and soon he would be like this too. The man took his son to the second family. They were a couple of teachers, and every move of theirs seemed so elegant, which made the man admire them very much. When they saw the man was tempted, they quickly said, "We will definitely treat him well, give him the best education, and accompany him to grow up healthily." But the boy's eyes stayed on a teddy bear nearby. The male owner saw this and immediately handed it to him. This couple seemed to love children very much, and the man was very satisfied. When they were about to leave, the female owner stopped them. Her words implied that she didn't want the teddy bear to be taken away. The man's heart was filled with disappointment. How could such a stingy family provide a better life for his son? On the way, the boy asked his father what adoption was. The man originally wanted to hide the truth, but when he saw his son's innocent face, he still told him the meaning of adoption. The boy thought his father didn't want him anymore. After returning home, the boy threw a tantrum. He thought this way his father wouldn't send him away. Seeing his son like this, the man felt very guilty. As days went by, the man's body was also about to give out. He knew his time was running out. A few days before death came, the community found a family for him. The other party was a single mother, who couldn't have children due to health reasons. So her biggest wish was to adopt a child, and the man's arrival undoubtedly made her see hope. The man understood this might be the only person he could entrust his son to. When he got home, he made a time capsule for his son to open when he reached adulthood. How much he wanted to accompany his son to grow up healthily. But these things that seemed so easy to ordinary people were a luxury for him. The boy seemed to sense something and didn't sleep all night. On the way, the man thought for a long time and finally made up his mind to take his son to find the woman. He barely forced a smile to say goodbye. Even though his heart was full of reluctance, he couldn't resist the overwhelming helplessness